People are asking, hey Fruity, what game are you playing today? Who would even need to ask? Although in fairness, has been a minute. Let me get all my stuff sorted out. Do I not have a Gex save file? How do I not have a Gex save file?
And that's how the cabinet minister got his trousers back. What's this? Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been handed some late breaking news. Special Agent Extra, head of the TV Terrorist Defense Unit, and
tell me if it's a bit quiet. Looks like it could be.
Is apparently missing.
Jumpin' Jerry Springer.
Agent Extra was last seen wearing 8-inch heels and a red bathing suit. Her current whereabouts are unknown.
Gex. Gex.
Agent Extra. You poor kidnapped minx.
Hey, Tiger. Guess where I am? Trapped in the media dimension. Rez is back, and he's kidnapped me to get to you. He's attacking your secret island cave.
Hey, speaking of secrets, you want to see my...
Gex, quit clowning around and get me out of here. This place is giving me the creeps. Just dial me in.
If you're calling from a touchtone phone, please press 1 now.
Gex, listen up. Keep your watch on at all times so I can call you.
Don't know what a touchstone phone is.
I need you.
Assume there was a joke component there.
You and every other beautiful government
A humor.
in a TV set. I'm on my way. Schlemil, Schlemazel. Hey, that tingles. Rez, get ready for the ultimate gecko weapon, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. Merry Gexmas, everyone. The finest traditions of Gexmas will be followed in this house. People are saying Gex is cancelled. People are saying you're not allowed to have Gexmas anymore. They're declaring war on Gexmas. Oh, you gonna say something, Gex? Oh. You're gonna move, Gex. There he goes. Gotta get the controls. There's my karate kick. Where's the tutorial? I'm out of practice, clearly.
Welcome, sir. Please, come on in.
We're gonna do the tutorial because it's a really easy remote.
Just allow you to brush up on your skills.
I don't know why it's the same button to crouch as it is to do your karate kick. I also don't know why there is a crouch. Why would Gex need to crouch? There just doesn't seem to be a situation where Gex would crouch on purpose. Can you dodge projectiles by crouching? Maybe some of them? You can also dodge them by walking out of the way. Hello, Travis. Welcome to a very festive Gex stream. It's been too long since we've seen this horrible lad who I hate.
Jump forwards onto the poor targets.
No! I want to keep going. You're arresting my forward momentum. Christmas makes me kind of nostalgic, so... It was either gonna be Pokemon Gold, or Gex, and it's been, frankly, an unfeasible amount of time since last Gex was here. You can just jump to that one from the floor. This is new tech. Well, that's a problem, though. There we go. Can't remember if there's any pot coins. There is. There's always pot coins. I think it hides 10 of them in the Gex Cave. Is it called the Gex Cave? It would be funny if it was. That's a free joke for the cowards at Square. If they're watching, which of course they should be. I am the world's leading Gex expert, and they do own the property. They're a big mess. Genuinely the hardest jump in the game because the camera turns as you're trying to get your run up. So the way you're moving turns also. There we go. I don't think there's any that are that like tight either. Like you only just make that. I couldn't do that jump as a kid. I never finished the tutorial. It took me years to work out that he could do the karate kick. Because the instructions the Turtle Man gives you are wrong. He says press crouch while moving. What happens if you press crouch while moving? Absolutely nothing. I'm now holding down crouch while moving. You then have to click jump to do it. He tells you half of the way to do it. Haven't decided yet if we're actually going to do any of the bonus missions this run.
So we'll be able to spend these bonus coins on the bonus games in the Gex Cave.
And now, the very festive Gexmas level.
Does this outfit look dope or just dopey? How do the kids wear these hats in the summer?
Dang, he's really going. Why am I getting all the fly coins? That's for later.
Either those came to dancing or I took too much day nerve.
Hang on. I want to try a speedrunner trick that I've only ever seen and never... Can't remember which thing you jump from, actually, so that is obviously making this more difficult. Is it this? Do you jump from this? There. We'll work out how to do the speedrunning tricks one day. You can out of bounds and just drop into a later section of the level, which is the longest remote in the level, so it really does. It's a good time save.
It's always winded here and never happens.
Anyway, here's the part where I always die, because Evil Santa you have to shoot. Because I'm bad at video games. I'm off the list. I'm now double off the list. At least I'm not off any more lists. Gex, of course, eats flies to regenerate lost hit points.
It's pretty alright, pretty cold.
I was gonna, you know, Shadows Overloading was an option, but I'm still not all the way there, and I thought it wouldn't help my throat if I was trying to do stupid voices. Or just, you know, reading a lot of dialogue. So we'll have to make do for. And I mean, Gex is overdue a return here. Let's be honest. Look at that fly. It's just a rectangle with wings. Oh. Okay.
Nice work, Frosty. You're getting warmer.
Not warm enough. When this is over, I say we perform a few experiments with body heat.
Good technique, but that hat does nothing for me. Now how about you focus that extreme sports tale of yours on getting me out of here?
Have to be respectfully silent for the cutscenes. That's just required if you want to really experience Gex.
It's payback time.
Okay, can I remember where the ice sculptures are? The next question. I can remember where at least 2 of them are. At least 3 of them are.
Just call me Gex of the Antarctic.
Just call me Gex of the Antarctic. No one's calling me Fruity anymore. No one's gonna know who you mean if you call me Fruity. Everyone's calling me Gex of the Antarctic. Is it the bottom house? No, it's this house. Perfect. There's one on the roof. I do want to speedrun Gex one day. Just because it's a stupid game that's horrible and I've played it too many times. Change it up a bit. Do a speedrun. Fast Gex. Okay, that wasn't great jumping. Although in fairness, I don't think the camera helped. Kind of decided it wanted to be directly above Gex. It's not normally where I keep it.
Christmas already? Where's the shopping list?
There we go.
Here in this hostile climate lives the remarkable no Gex.
There's stuff in there, but we're not bothered for it. There's plenty of stuff. Gex is a game with things in it. Let no one tell you otherwise. Oh, we have to save Rez. Rex? Rex. We have to save Rex. Rez is our enemy. They're completely different characters. Who would get these confused? It's Rex. Your friend. You know Rex. Everyone loves Rex. Who doesn't know Rex? We did it. We saved Rex. We'll now never see him again. Goodbye, Rex. Not sure if I should have 3 before I come in this room. In which case, oops. Gex, you... Come on. Come on, Gex. You could have made that. I've seen you jump, Gex. I've seen you jump many a time. That's 4. Oh, I forgot how bad the camera was. You never remember, when you revisit games, how bad the camera controls are. Oh, we gotta check something as well. Okay, I have the version where I can see when I'm underwater, and it doesn't just turn the screen completely blue. There's the last sculpture. Right where I was hoping it would be, but not necessarily where I thought it would be. On older versions of the emulator, it had trouble with the water because it puts this like wibbly blue filter on the screen. You could only see the wibbly blue filter. It went over the top of everything else. I've probably said a lot of this before. Gex has been well discussed here, but you know, I've got to tell you all the Gex facts I know. It's my field of expertise, after all. One more run and we should be able to get the last 2 remotes. And move on.
Now you've got it, ladies. Hunting we will go.
Gex, why did you just say a 1 and a 2? Now you've got it, ladies. Who are you talking to? What are you doing, Gex? What are you doing? Why are you like this?
I'm freezing my tail off here.
This would be a good time to spontaneously learn how to do the speedrun trick, and then we could leave the 100 fly coins.
Hey, go back to
Probably not particularly likely to happen. There you go, Gex. Penguin. Penguin, I hate you. That Penguin. Hi, Nam. Welcome to Gex. It's horrible here. We hate it. Merry Gexmas. Have you seen me play Gex before? Has it been that long? Tis the season. You gotta play Gex. You gotta play Gex at Gexmas. That's the rule. Do you only have one fly coin each? Ridiculous. Fuck! I think that were almost it. Nah, fam. Need a proper setup. You're not gonna just spontaneously work out how to do that. Were you satisfied with the new episodes, Nam? Magra is a powerful samurai.
Famous for this. My tail doesn't like you. Here comes the business end of my book.
We got to try out the throwing knife. It's so horrible. Why do you hate Heinrich? He's my boy. What's with all this Heinrich slander always? Fucking penguins.
It's pretty, all right. Pretty cold.
Raghuvir's old news. Okay, we need to fix the camera before we try and make that jump, I think, in the future. Rather than just try and do it.
And here in this hostile climate, this
We know if Heinrich was a Felton, he would not be as good at things as he is. I don't know if you remember, but Felton wasn't good at things.
that's one powerful piece of machinery.
I love the Flycoins remotes because you get to
Big hurt. I know what you're thinking.
panic the entire time that you've missed something and then find out that you have missed something right at the end and you have to go back and search every square inch of the entire map for the thing that you missed. It's great. I don't think a Felton could be capable of doing things good.
Winging, baby.
I just don't see it, even as a ruse. This is the North Pole. It's one of those jokes. What it says on it. It's the North Pole.
I'm gonna find Prancer and Blitzen and ask them why reindeer had such dumb names. And here in this
Good question.
hostile climate lives the remarkable snow gecko.
Oh, never mind. We're doing other quips over the top of that cat. Can't stop and dwell on that quip. There's always 5 more coming.
It's
Is there
pretty,
a
all right.
sneaky? No. You know, it's pretty cold in Gexmas. Hope you're all wrapped up nice and warm. This unfortunate Gexmas weather that we're having. I assume it's cold as fuck here.
That's one powerful piece of machinery.
Goulash soup? Is that goulash? Don't know how to say words. Now we get to see the part of the level that we've been avoiding up to this point. I think we need to have like 95 before we go in the last room. Not sure how good it's looking, but I think there's some down here. I think we're there, because there's 2 guys up here. There's 2 of these horrible wiggling boys. And after we destroy them, they drop 1 each. Don't know what you mean. I'm registered what? Never heard of it. Oh. Give me my coin. I deserve that coin. I killed those 2 wiggling guys. Now we hope that there's 5 coins at the bottom or we're sunk. And I'm gonna go, oh, like that. Because these guys don't drop anything. We already know, so we don't need to stop and check. Please. You can't hit them from the front or back because the board is too long. You have to get them from the side. Please. That's 2. It's 5 of those guys. I'm extremely cold. Same. Gex needs more blankets. That's the secret. Is this FF7? Yes. There's my 5. Love to see it, love to see it. Come on. Yeah. Okay, I missed one. That's fine, because some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill. The unregistered hypercam is leveled up. Da 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 da. It's FF7. Level completed. We don't have to be in Christmas anymore. Gexmas is over. Gexmas is cancelled. Oh dang, already? We will need to do the mystery level. The mystery / horror level. Are you ready? Because this is going to be pretty scary. I do love that you can see that there's nothing there when you go in here. It's a pretty spooky level. I'm not sure you're ready.
I'll have some black pudding and a pint of old pasta.
Heck. One day.
Flying part is cool.
One day, you weird coins, I'll get you. One day.
Suddenly very thirsty for blood.
Don't worry about that.
Lock and load.
Count Duckula? The Count Duckula game on the, like, SNES? Or am I thinking of Darkwing Duck?
I see at once the culprit's a left-handed accountant. Easy if you're a genius.
This is the easiest one in the game, so let's hope I don't mess it up. Hey! I knew about a game that Nem didn't. These guys shoot homing bullets that make the $6 million man noise. It's not too hard to dodge them, but we're going fast here, so it gets a little harder. The camera's not very good. Normally I try and take a death off this bear right as I pick up the remote to get teleported back to the start of the level with the remote. Didn't do that this time. Have we lost sound? Hang on. We'll be right back. Please wait. That was me knocking the wire out. Do we still have no sound? Why do we have no sound? There we go.
Well, Sherlock, you found a good use for that magnifying glass.
Oops.
Thank you, my dear extra. Now, what do you say you and I solve the case of the love-sick lizard?
Not a chance, cutie. But hang on to that lens, just in case you run into any lady geckos.
I thought it would duck when after I said it. Okay.
It's payback time.
Managed to knock out the wire on the easiest one in the game. Losing us some frames. I didn't mean to get this hint again. It's fine. It doesn't matter which hint you get.
The gecko did it. He had motive, opportunity, and sneaky little eyes.
Next one we do should probably be the mini games because it's annoying.
Body blow, body
Pretty sure we have to on this. Wait, if I'm doing the mini games, I should do the coins as well, and I don't want to do the coins.
Look like Holmes,
Eh?
like Columbus.
I don't know.
And Shergar's looking a bit pricey at 4 to 2 arms.
Behave, Gex. Mushu is not in this one. This is the Mushu-less one. It is the one that's much better as a game, but it does lack Mushu. I don't know how you're supposed to work out that you do this to occur this.
Please, sir. Kill the packet before time runs out.
The one behind me when I started. I think we have to come back up here, but I'm gonna get him anyway. I can't see! Gex! Okay, it's on the nose. 3 bags, oof. Hash critic. Alright, easy did that in time. There's 2 more of those. Gex is no longer grounded. If you do a karate kick, you'll always jump past the bullet.
This is a person with a taste of stuffed animals and many bathrooms and a huge hand.
So, it's a good way to get rid of them. 2 Mushu puck sticks. A little,
How pretty. I'll buy that before time runs out.
a little glass of Mushu puck milk to wash it down with. Do you think all these? I will lose a lot of air while the cutscene's playing, so that's gonna be dangerous. But we're trying it. Why you air go down while cutscene? Why is Gex like this? You need to get the coin or it doesn't count. What, do you want the Mushu bog milk? It's beef flavored. I meant pork, but beef is fine too. Beef flavored milk. Sounds delicious.
Hurry, sir. Tail kick 7 pool balls before time.
Oh, it has to be the tail kick? Makes sense. That's probably why I couldn't do this as a kid. Once again. What? Okay. Negative, didn't go in, just impacted off the surface.
I hate these pokey little chicken houses.
This looks like snooker to me. This looks perfectly fine and normal to me. You just get real small and then do a karate kick on all the balls. That's 2 remotes. Do we get 3 or do we get 4 remotes? I just hate doing the coin ones. Why am I going here? This is not where I need to be. Let's just do 3 and we can come back later if we get stuck. I always go the wrong way. I always, every single time, go the wrong way. There it is.
It's payback time.
How are we doing on remotes? I think we have 8.
Lock
Doing
and
pretty good. Hi, Trey. Good idea.
My trusty magnifying glass, I can see that I really need a pedicure.
We're not gonna do the fly coins. It takes too long and it's boring. We're gonna go back to the maze dead quick.
I like capes, but they're hell in revolving doors. Ah, yes, the mystery of the two-brimmed hat.
Got a glass of Ribena to start off with. I might have a grip it and rip it lined up. Whoops. So these bears, I've just been avoiding them the whole time. They do have coins in them. You do have to kill them to get the coin thing. They take 2 hits, and they'll always like retaliate by doing the weird sweep move. It tends to not hit you if you stood directly in front of them and not jumping, which is very strange. Anywhere else, you're in danger of being hit. I was kind of scared of the bears as a kid.
Is this historic Hampton Court?
Ooh. Well, that's not where I... No, I am where I thought I was. Those deck chairs are the bear traps from the, from Gex 2. They don't appear anywhere else in the entire game. There's just those 2 of them there. There's no... I think there's one mini game that has some in. Sylvie! Kyudle! Bono! Train! How you doing, friends? It's Gexmas! Merry Gexmas! It's been too long since we played Gex. Wait.
I'm suddenly very thirsty.
Yo, you wanted to see Mushu Park? I have never noticed that before. Don't have time for that guy. Oh, that was me pressing every button at once. Merry Gexmas. Let's try and get the camera in a semi-sensible position. This is British Gex, which is why he's voiced by Danny John Jules and not the worst human.
Is anyone home? Can you tell me what rosebud means?
I wouldn't condone enacting violence against Dana Gould, but if you had to enact violence against someone, and Dana Gould was one of the options, you know, there's worse options, is all I'm saying. I can't deal with the Dana Gould Gex. I know that it's the main one that gets memed on, but I don't. This is easy mode Gex, where he's not voiced by Dana Gould. We need a door. There we go. Why is Lapin? Who was Lapin? Might do the first one here and then just swan off to the wall level because it's easier. Bunny game? Why is Lapin?
Hunting we will go.
We doing crimes over here? This level's too long.
Amazing what you can do with 1,000 slaves in a GCA.
And that sounds a lie. The sound is, it makes you go very slow. It doesn't, like, nothing bad happens if you fall in, except that you walk really slow, and it's really annoying. I normally go the wrong way here, so I'm gonna go against my initial, guess, and I'm gonna go this way.
I know this stuff. I was a new romantic.
Platformer Bun Bun game on Game Pass.
Yes,
Nice.
You'll have a Christmas #1.
I've once again gone the wrong way. I see how it is. No, wait, actually, this might be right. Yeah, this is right. This is where I want it to be. I wanted that bridge. We're doing the quick one here, but they're all pretty bad. Ah, nice. They didn't have private lobbies? On Darktide? Fair. It's just a box with a laser bridge in it. Don't worry about it. If it were the Act of the Covenant, Gex's fucking face would have melted off. He'd be dead now.
I'm gonna get my towel down before the Germans get here.
Spider, why do your eyeballs show up before the rest of you? I had to just inch forward then to stop Gex from doing that stupid dance. Ah! That's fine. This is the right way. Good. Camel is required. Gex does only reference things that I don't know about, and that is a thing I don't know about. Camel is gone now. We'll never see Camel again. Why these things not be turning whenever I come in here? And then you look away and look back and they start turning. Cool.
What a bunch of funny-looking, pointy buildings.
Why are there so many things here? Well, we have 5 hit points now. That's lovely. Every 25 paw coins boosts your max health by 1. You can get up to 8 max health. You start with 4. So ideally we want to find 100 paw coins somewhere, but I'm not too bothered. I've played this game before.
Holy Moses, good job. Gex 1, Egyptians 0.
Yes, my pharaoh Sphinx. Now I shall work on the middle of the links. That means you never tatas.
Hey, Caligula, just get me home.
This one after you get the first remote in every level, so we have to get one remote in every level. I remember what we're doing. This one. I'm going to the wall level. This level's ass. It's not that bad. I can get a second one. I just always get lost looking for the third one, and it's... most of the levels are very tiny, and it's a surprisingly big one. Whereas the army channel, super tiny. Ooh, there's another contender for quickest remote in the game here.
War is hell, but ever so butch.
You're supposed to shoot out the searchlights, but you absolutely don't have to.
This helmet's gonna mess my hair.
Unfortunately, the helmet is gonna muss our hair. Nothing we can do about that. There we go. We did it! Another cutscene inbound. We'll probably get hit as soon as it comes back to gameplay, because the game kinda keeps moving while it's in a cutscene. No? Hey! Yeah. Not even. I should probably get this while I'm here.
It's payback time.
Where is Gex? No one knows. Tier 6 is...
Hello, soldier.
All is fair in love and war. Now that war is out of the way, well,
Don't you ever give up?
I have not yet begun to fight, I think.
Do tell me if Gex is a little bit quiet. I won't want you to not be able to hear Gex. Tier 6 is an extremely low tier of operator. Gex is not a good operator. Let's go destroy the city. Hey, it's me, Gex. Today I'm gonna destroy a city. Gex has done war crimes. You didn't think you were gonna see Gex do war crimes today, and now here we are.
I have not yet begun to fight.
I think I do have to now shoot out these two.
The backpack.
Gex also shoots a machine gun, sometimes at people. Gex, let go of the gun.
These boots are
Nah, Donald Trump pardoned him for his war crimes. He's free. Donald Trump would pardon Gex. Well, this army section is just one room with 5 boxes in that we have to run over. So I wanna disappoint you, but we're not gonna be in the war section for in the tank section for very long. There is one last one that actually takes more than 12 seconds.
up, 2, 3, 4.
That was amazing, sir. Well done.
It's just like Fury. Okay, Gex, you do that.
Hunting we will go.
Okay, we're gonna go for the third one here. It's kind of annoying. Why'd it go? Boop, boop, boop. Whoa. Why'd it do that? Oh, hang on. There's a popcorn behind each one of these. Before I forget.
Hunting we will go.
We have to survive the maze. We haven't even seen the maze yet. Bet you didn't know this level had other rooms.
War is hell, but ever so
We're
good.
done with this side though. Do we have to shoot this one? I think we just have to shoot these two, but I'm gonna find out.
The backpack's the key.
Also, we're gonna shoot our first human. Gex has now killed a man with a machine gun. He did it on purpose. Yeah, it's just those two. Now, in here, we have to shoot every single searchlight in the entire room. The grenades make no sound when they explode. I think if you're on a gun turret, you're invulnerable. If you're not on a gun turret, it's very hard to tell that you're about to explode. They make a ticking sound when they're close to you, but they don't make any sound when they blow up.
John Wayne.
It's not a maze, it's pretending. Okay, we're gonna try and get to the gun turret before he explodes us. Yeah, it's fine. You just get on a gun turret as fast as you can. Oh, that happens. He did actually make a sound though. Turns out I know nothing.
I know what you're thinking. It's tail time.
It's not what I was thinking.
It's a dirty job, but someone has to do it.
There's no lights over here, Gex. Who put this here? Pepper games are not allowed. Absolutely. Marty, if you see any pepper games in chat, ban the offender immediately. Get off the gun turret. What button do I press to make you go away from the gun turret? It's fine, we've got that.
I think I preferred peeling potatoes.
Very hard to tell where you're shooting.
Deserters will be given a stern talking to.
Killed that man while he was saluting. Who would do that? What? These guys throw grenades at you. They're very, very easy to dodge. If you're close to them, they'll just throw them over your head. They take 2 hits, but doesn't matter. I think we got them all. Well, let's find out. We got them all. Could probably just ran over there and got the thing.
Where's Mr. Clark when you need him?
F's in chat for these poor serving men and women who were brutally slaughtered by Gex, the deep cover gecko. Are those Maxim guns? I don't think they're anything specific, but I'm not sure. What gun has a big magazine at the top like that? It just looks like a kind of generic Gatling gun that they could use in multiple levels. The Gex Massacre. We have to hold Gex accountable for his many crimes. We have to. That's why we re-experience the many crimes of Gex every once a year, as is tradition. Next level we're going to go to is the cowboy level, which is up here somewhere. Those TV guys are very funny and sometimes just get stuck on the floor. I think that one in particular is very has a very low radius he's allowed to walk in, so he'll get stuck on the floor very often.
Lock and load.
We gotta find the world's largest mound of poop. Hopefully I'll be able to find the TV thingy for the 5 of a kind. Because it's the one I struggle with, is remembering to find it.
I'm the law in these parts.
Did Gex ever stop committing war crimes? But also, there's scorpions in this level that just never show up again. They're like weirdly, I'm not sure if they're copied over from Gex 2, but they're just weirdly detailed models that are used once ever. Gex is one of those games where if they have assets, they kind of want to show them off. That was a poor jump. You know what? We should leave the donkey. We don't need the donkey. It's fine. We got the poor coin. We need the donkey to get up that hill, and then I think we can just abandon donkey. We do have to deal with Danny John Jules sometimes doing a stupid voice and saying that from above he looks like a fried egg in this level, tragically. Also that. The good night man says good night. The coughing man. Visit the world's biggest mound of poop. Don't mind if I do. This guy I used to think was... Oh no, that guy is invulnerable. It's the other one who you can kill. You can hit him and he goes away for a second. Okay, I can't stop looking at this though, or its position resets. I remember. Oh, there he is. Just gotta do him 3 times. The other one you can deflect. He throws his head at you and you can deflect it back at him. You'd think removing his own head would do it, but there's an extra step.
There's gold in them there hills. Hunting we will go.
All quiet for the cutscene.
Hey there. You're looking mighty tired after a long day on the prairie. Are you one of them urban cowboys?
Shucks, no, darling, but I was thinking of heading into town to get my tongue scraped.
Hey, quick draw. I have another idea. Why don't you get back to rescuing me?
Rescue, shmescue, this lizard wants a little action.
He's also committed comedy crimes, which are arguably worse than the war crimes.
Lock and load.
Don't worry about it. The 3 in this are pretty easy to do. It's just that I always lose the door for one of them.
Yeehaw, little doggies.
This one we do actually need the donkey for. In fact, the other 2 I think we need the donkey for. There's a really annoying bit where you have to wait like 10 minutes. Gex is a bad guy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to learn it this way. It's all Gex wants. It's the main thing Gex wants. I will hit the checkpoint. I'm not a coward. Did I miss the card? I think I missed the card. So let's go for the long one this time.
Rolling, 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 rawhide. Lucky I didn't get a stubborn one. I'm fixing to kill you.
Fuck. Give me my hand. If this says 2, we go for the cards. Okay, 1. We missed the first one. That's fine. Don't need it.
Room for the both of us in this here town.
Everyone's gonna be saying, this is why they test genetically modified crops. You're all gonna get the Gex madness. I have to go across here and activate the thing. And it's really annoying, because whenever you're not looking at it, it resets all the way over here. We do need the donkey at the other side, and there's no other way to game over. Almost. Ah! Hey, it didn't reset. I don't know. I don't even know why. I'm happy. It's fine. We don't need him. We're going for the long one. We'll do the cards next. Just had to wait for the camera to catch up there. Poor Cactus Cow. Why would they say these things about him after he's dead? Dingus McCurdy died a lot of times. Arguably, they should have just done the one grave. For whichever death I thought was most important. There we go. From above we look like a fried egg. That's great to hear. I would like to end the level. I need Gex to face the right way. People love Gex, and I'm glad we can all gather like this every year. The way Gex brings people together is terrifying and bad, and also kind of beautiful. Okay, don't miss the first card.
Extra, I'm fixing to rescue you. Where's the handbrake?
We do have to do the part where we wait for the lift again. Hopefully it won't despawn again. That were lovely. Gex, please stop doing voices. It's not a good look. I was here today to tell people why we shouldn't have the war on Gexmas. Why Gex shouldn't be cancelled.
Rolling, 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 rawhide. From above, I look like a fried egg.
Gex is like the old relative, you know, you should be nice to, but every time they do something, you just go, oh jeez, oh fuck. It's true.
Rolling, 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 rawhide.
I think this room leads to nothing and it's just a stupid room for idiots. Yeah. Cool. Probably shouldn't have ran into that guy, but you know. I got places to be and he was in the way. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. I like that you can see his gloves from very far away. I'm not entirely sure why that's the case. I thought that wasn't going to get picked up, and it took a while.
Rolling, 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 rawhide.
Is this a peep show now? I can't remember what food he got mad about.
I'm fixing to kill you.
Okay. Oh, don't despawn. If we get to the other side and it's back where it started, it despawned.
There ain't enough room
Perfect.
for both of us in this here town.
Twice in a row. Now we do have to come back a bit after we get 4 cards. Because the last one you have to drop down for. But we'll do that at the end because we don't want to have to wait for that lift again. Gex always wants to be moving forward. Oh.
Barkeep, I'll have a sarsaparilla. Where's the handbrake?
Where is Gex? There he is. He was too deep cover for a second there. Gex is tradition.
Lucky I didn't get a stubborn one.
Ah. That's fine. Wasn't even scared. Who removed the guardrails at that one section? Unbelievable.
Now that is what I call a hat. It's quiet, too quiet.
Now then, whose gubbins is this?
This is one of them no horse
Here.
towns.
Oh god, I just made it. Okay, we have access to the door if we can find it. Is it in here? Is it that I just never turn around? It's Gex is a piece of shit. Gex is a monster. I'm getting this bonus coin because I'm mad. Even though I don't intend to play any of the bonus games because they're pointless. Okay. Now you see, I'd have got the bug there where I wouldn't have left the level if that hit had killed me, but I would still have got the remote. Which speedrunners use to skip the coming back out of the level and then jumping back in phase. Gex used to be a piece of shit with the slick back hair. He's changed. Don't know what you mean. Everyone loves Gex now. I don't know what is the conventional Gex wisdom now? I think it's just that Gex is like horrible and awful and comparable to Bubsy. Gex is not comparable to Bubsy. Gex games, I don't like Gex 2. It's kind of boring and bad. Gex 3 is one of kind of few PlayStation 1 platformers that aren't by Sony that is still relatively playable.
Lock and load.
Hi, Sketchy. Welcome to Gex.
Stand by to repel borders.
Gex has lost a leg getting into this level. It's very dangerous here. There we go. Got there in the end. How do I get cannon to appear? Those rats are really fast and used to scare me when I was like 7. Because I was a big baby. Bubsy is an unplayable mess. All the Bubsy 2 they made bad on purpose. Like, they actually made Bubsy 2 bad on purpose. Because they hated Bubsy so much. The company gave them a bunch of, like, the team that were making it, they gave them, like, a bunch of Bubsy plushes. And then when they went back to the offices to check on everyone, all of the Bubsy plushes had been hanged or disemboweled in the office. As if it's some dark ritual. I do love... That's why every level in Bubsy 2 is a teleport maze. Because fuck you for playing Bubsy 2. It's from the developers. If you want to see what a game that actually hits you is like, play Bubsy 2. You won't enjoy it. It's fine, Kish. There's plenty more Gex out there for everyone. Where is Bridge?
Where's the shuffleboard at?
Do I have to hit this? Is this a ladder? No, it's a cannon I don't need. Cool. There we go. Bubsy 3D is genuinely a better game than Bubsy 2. Bubsy 3D, also fucking horrible, but is genuinely a better game than Bubsy 2. Oh! Okay, and then I jumped into it because I'm too eager. Now, this level kinda... that were an unforced error. This level... It's kinda annoying, because you have to kinda do every remote in order. Like, to get to the rest of the remotes, you have to get past the wall of death and then keep going.
Nice work, Pegleg.
Army wench, when this is over, we can play pirate, and Blackbeard the Gecko will be your nasty cabin boy.
Why don't you just defeat Rez before you start making vacation plans?
Arr, they'll just be out there somewhere trying to save you.
You weird Gex. Get out of here, Gex. Why is Gex like this? The zipline and the pirate ships aren't that bad. It's just that you have to go past the wall of death to get to them.
It worked for Douglas Fairbanks. Anyone know a good sea shanty?
Ah! Why game stuck? Camera no move. Well, people are trying to cancel Gex. We can't allow this war on Gexmas to go on. This is they're trying to cancel Gex's free speech. The woke mob are coming for my boy, my son Gex, and we have to stop them. All you hear about these days is how Gex is cancelled. I can't believe Elon Musk never let Gex back on Twitter. I was promised that Elon would let Gex back on Twitter. Who made Elon made Gex 3? Oh, Gex made Gex 3. What? Did Elon make Gex 3? My god. I'm surprised that if the game like crashes, it doesn't light you on fire. Did Hatsune Miku make Graduation yet? Oh no, not Bubsy. Here's a real shame about Kanye. You hate to see it. The neo-Nazi turn. No! Got there in the end. Oh. Okay, we can fall off here and the camera is very wiggly. I think we can do the boats really easily, actually. Well, hitting them's the hard part, but I can find them very easily. Don't know exactly where the door is, but... Please stop saying yo-ho ahoy. So you're driving through my explosions? It's very disheartening. There we go. It's one. If any game is gonna crash and then light you on fire, it's probably Bubsy 3D. You get locked in, your hands can't let go of the controller, and it just bursts, the console bursts into flames.
Anyone know a good sea shanty?
Gex says it's tail time, and that's not... It's barely a joke, it's kind of just true. Please. I wish to strike you with my gun. Oh.
I've never been
was amazing, sir. Well done.
So I have to, yeah, I have to basically do the third thing to get to the second thing's TV. A dang shame is. Actually, is the one up here? There might be one up here. Okay, can't make that jump. Don't try and make that jump. It's fine, there's no fall damage in Gex. He will go splat if he falls from a big enough height. He'll do like a cartoon splat. If he falls from a big enough height, but you can cancel it by tail bouncing. The skeletons you can kill, but it's not. There's no point. And also skeletons are my friend. They take 2 hits and also they block, so you have to like get them to block and then run around behind them.
Hunting we will go.
You don't like his weird climb? His weird, horrible wiggles of the wall? I like knowing that Gex can wiggle disturbingly up any surface. I like being sat safe in my own home and thinking Gex could probably break in here if he wanted. Gex would find a way in. You can't keep Gex out. You do have to go up there. Ah!
Take it easy.
It was pretty fair. They were a rubbish one. In the dead of night, you're safer. You think you're safe in your own home when you just hear, "This is where they test genetically modified crops. It's so green and pleasant. It's making me nervous." We'll get to that level. You're gonna love it. "20 hours of Gex clips." Gex's material today would just be complaining about being banned from Twitter. Whether or not he was actually banned from Twitter, it could be a John Peterson situation where he was actually never banned from Twitter. He just says that he was and is mad about it. Just an old sad gecko complaining about Twitter removing him for his weird QAnon spiel.
These decks need a swab. Crank up the Gilbert and Sullivan, dude.
Fuck. Ass. It's fine. I made a ladder. My aim was not true. My karate kick was tragically off course. It's these dang skeletons getting in the way. Oh, why you have to do me like this every dang time? I don't know what point the Wall of Death spawns. I just know that you can get two holes deep, and then you have to go 1 hole at a time from there on. Please never use the term 2 holes deep ever again. Understood. A reasonable complaint. Oh god, that was horrible. Ah. Gex, you've wiggled through the floor and I can't see you anymore. Hmm. 5 or 6? You'd be able to karate kick this easily, but you can't get the camera to go behind you. Which makes it more difficult than it has to be. Hey! And now the camera can go behind me. You love to see it. Where is my treasure? What did I do it all for? Ah! Gex? Climb the fucking thing, Gex! The camera is very wiggly this high up. Ah! Okay, I couldn't see what Gex was doing, so I didn't know how to...
I've never been round the cutting shop before.
There we go. Do I actually have to fight you?
Taste my tail.
I think I hit him once? Possibly not. Maybe we don't fight the skeleton unless we're absolutely certain that that's what we need to do. Grab the thing, Gex. I'll do that. You could levitate either, that's fine. Even parrots are my enemy. Unbelievable. We do definitely have enough remotes to open the next area, so let's fight the first boss. Seems like about time. Parrots hit him. He knows the one weird trick that makes the parrots hit him. When is Gex? Gex is a square proper. When is he gonna be in Kingdom Hearts? When are we gonna be able to summon Gex? Square owns Gex. Square bought Gex for some reason. I don't know why. But they did. So right now he's a Square proper. I think if I break the sandcastle here, it's a paw coin. And that brings us up to 6 health. Gex would have lost, like, so much money in NFTs. This stream is just theorizing about how Gex's horrible life has gone since he starred in Gex. Someone stole his bored ape. He didn't have bored apes. He had like weird knockoff bored apes. And they still got stolen.
Watch me use my tail to kick your butt.
Who would make a coin of Gex?
Swinging, baby.
Pod Gecko. Where are you, Rockhard Cisco? This is the easiest boss fight in the history of video games. You just run in a circle and then hit him. It's Bod Gecko, but it's just Bod Apes that are recolored green.
Spartacus, where did you learn those moves? Ever been to a Turkish bathhouse?
Hey, that wasn't me, I swear. Besides, I'm about to try out some new holds on you, my precious pin doctor.
Easy there, Nacho Man, or I'll elbow drop you. Now get back to work.
It's extremely disturbing to me that Gex so badly wants to have sex with this human woman. What? I just opened this door and it took me to the same place I started. That's fine. I guess that happens sometimes. Oh! I forgot to show my favorite thing about this stupid level. So you have this ability. Gex has this move where he can look in first person. So if we're checking out this great no premarital Gex sign and we look up, should be able to see a man clipping through the roof. There he is. Beautiful. Don't know why I wanted to show off roof clipping through TV man. No Gex going to org. I just wanted you all to experience that, that television spider going through the wall. We're in Slappy Valley. That's where we are now. I think it's time for our favorite level. Not paying any attention to the fly coins is so freeing. Actually, we might need to do the Ancient Greece level to get a remote or two, and I hate the Ancient Greece level and don't want to do it. We'll have to do one, because we have to play the cutscene. Those guys can barely move, they're just stuck in like a tiny space. Are we allowed? Is it time? Oh, baby! It's so green and pleasant! Does this look fun? One of those up levels where if you fall, you go all the way down. You have to go back up. Yeah. First thing we do, of course, is go over here. We don't need to bother the wolf. We just want to murder this this pig. It's Little Gex Riding Hood. You can glide like the vampire Gex.
It's so green and pleasant. It's making me
It's so green and pleasant. It's making me nervous. You'll notice the thing about this level, I imagine, quite shortly. I didn't mean to hit that. That's point. I'm not going over there, so I guess we're missing that. I refuse. We gotta do this as fast as possible before I run out of sanity.
This is where they test genetically modified.
This is where they test genetically modified crops. Dang, he's gone through his entire repertoire in like 12 seconds. What's he gonna say next? This is where they test genetically modified crops. In case you were wondering why they test genetically modified crops, it's here. Here's why they do it. Can't remember if I should have two houses by now.
It's so green and pleasant.
So green and pleasant. It's making me nervous. Yeah, Gex and Spyro, like at the same time. There's a slight difference in quality between Gex and Spyro.
It's so green and pleasant.
So green and pleasant. I mean, Spyro doesn't have any quips, so, like, clearly... I know which game I'd rather play. He doesn't even mention the genetically modified crops. Not even one time. Let alone 100 times. In the same level. Because in this whole level, there's only 2 things he can say. He is a little guy. He's just a little guy. That's true also. I guess Gex is the better game. He's very small. This is where they test genetically modified crops. This is where they test genetically modified crops. Alright, you drop off there and you just hold still because it will put you on the ledge unless you press anything. In which case you're doomed. And you'll never work out what you're supposed to do. He is a weird sex lizard though. He's a horrible little guy, but he is a little guy. This is so green and pleasant. It's so green and pleasant. It's making me nervous. I don't really care if Gex gets hit by a spider. We're just gonna go. Should be near the end. This is where they test genetically modified crops. I'm gonna have to ration this level out because I cannot deal with this level. That's the mark of a good level. They're easy remotes. I don't know, like, what you have to do in gameplay level. But in terms of, there's only 2 quips that he says in the entire level, and he says them 1,000 times. It's very difficult. The most difficult in the game. Oh, by the way, Dana Gould Gex has 1 quip for this whole level. They doubled the amount of quips that Gex has for this level. Go away, wolf. I think they take 3 hits. It just takes so long to kill them. Because you can't hit them while they're wiggling. You gotta wait for him to finish. Oofa doofa.
Oh, don't you look cute?
There was nothing in my dossier about the little girl outfit. This is getting ridiculous. Do you think red makes me look fat?
They clearly thought 1 wasn't enough, but didn't realize that 2 also wasn't enough. Anyway. Jack was here. I think it's time for a little break, and then we're going to do the horrible myth level, which is the worst level in the game. The network. This is not going to be 100% run. I'm going to do a stretch. Everyone, look after yourselves. I can't get help because I'm sitting like a goblin. I'll be right back. You know, so far we have only gone past 2 remotes without picking them up. So this is... I mean, apart from the Flycoin remotes, which don't count because I say so. But I don't want to have to do the whole Mythology Network because it's very ass. Ah! Hang on, all my wires are tangled up. I can't remember where anything is in this stupid level, it's very bad.
All these missions are really cutting into my me time.
Okay, Gex. I'm sorry, Gex, I just don't care. Where do I go? Can I just jump down here? Is this fine? Okay. It's not a bottomless pit, not even a little bit. I don't know why you'd think that. This level is about as good as Hades, which is to say it's not good. Will you go?
Fixing to kick your ass.
What would Gex say at Hades? He'd reference like an advert that hasn't aired for 20 years? And then Hades wouldn't understand.
I'm taking this outfit home for later.
Some people have very wrong opinions about Hades, I understand. A lot of people were tricked into thinking it was a good game for some reason. Yeah, I remember. Tempted to just keep going, because you don't have to freeze the skeleton in the exact right place and then jump on him to reach the platform. If you don't try and do this one, but it is the quickest, and we gotta get that cutscene. Also, enjoy these timers.
Most of this is in the British Museum.
I really didn't like Hades. This is why.
I did a package holiday to Lesbos once. Great Bedolas.
Yo, I like Gex. Like, straight up, I enjoy this game. I don't know why. I don't know if there's probably something wrong with me that means I enjoy Gex. I kind of play it as a joke, but I wouldn't play it as much as I do unless I enjoyed the game. Will you go up there? Why won't my mans go up there? How do I make my man go up there?
I think this is a maternity toga.
I think this is a maternity toga? Where does Gex go? Do I have to freeze the skeleton again? I don't want to freeze the skeleton again, is the thing. Can I push these? I can't remember. Oh, I can push that one because it's got stuff on. Well, time to freeze the skeleton again.
This place is totally 80s.
Gex is right, Jibran. Probably. That probably explains why I enjoy Gex. Go over there. Okay, this is fine. Good. Exactly what I wanted. Thank you, Gex. How did you know?
Okay, seen the ruins. Now where's the beach?
Okay, no? No, this were a ruse the whole time.
Welcome to the
Doesn't do anything. This level's very ass. I don't know what to do.
Okay, seen the ruins. Now where's the beach?
So, there's a way. Ah. I didn't need to do that again after all, so just enjoy the horrible timer noise, please. Okay, fine. I guess that guy's immune. That doesn't do it. I can't remember what the remotes are. I'm sure it's fine.
Party begins.
Gex, no.
A massage wheel for me, please.
I don't know why I ate that. I was trying to work out what to do.
It's a water moccasin. Or maybe a dead tooth.
Did you see a snake, Gex? Because I did not see a snake.
I ate snake once. Tasted like chicken.
Why is he talking about snakes? Where are the snakes, Gex? Oh, well, I guess there's one.
Most of this is in the British Museum.
I can't see a fucking thing.
Who's the dead party?
I don't need to be big to do this, do I? I can just run up here anytime. I can just break this. Okay, that's one.
Totally 80s.
I think I've been ignoring them. But there's only a little bit of level over here, so we'll quickly go back and check. I wonder if I could do a dang sequence break over here too. Hey, I try and avoid playing this level, so I don't know where the things are on it.
For a change. Feels nice not wearing underpants
Ah!
for a change.
Gex, you can't be talking about... you can't be saying these things.
Surprisingly, it gives you a lot of support.
Didn't really mean to levitate all the way up there, but whatever, we'll take it.
Great pedolas.
Okay, we have one of the statues, I guess. We'll do something here. Oh, I didn't mean to hit you, but you went in the way. I'm sorry, Skelly friend. Well, there's one. These guys you can't kill just by hitting. You can knock them off the edge of things, and you can stomp them. Tail bounce is a move that can hurt enemies, but it's very hard to hit with. The hitbox is just wildly nonsensical. There's one of those. Then we throw ourselves off the level.
Welcome to the Sultan of Brunei's bathroom.
Do I have to freeze the skeleton again, game? Is that what you're telling me?
Totally 80s.
Game, please. I don't want to freeze the skeleton anymore.
Nubby doo-doo.
Gex kind of is. Like, geckos kind of are just leg and arm snakes, right? Just leg snakes. Just wiggly little guys. One of those normal arm and leg snakes.
Welcome to the Sultan of Brunei's bathroom.
He's got the 1,000-yard stare after killing so many.
I'm well on.
If you fall down, you can walk across the cloud. It's... yeah, so we're gonna have to see that right now because I have fallen down. On certain types of CRT TV that existed at the time, you cannot see the cloud though, because it's white on white. So that's a problem. If you have that issue, which I did, is how I know. Fuck.
Kinda creepy.
You'll fall through if you stand still without jumping for a really long time, but it's fine. Gex did say he was well hard. Because he had the big power up. It was big Gex who said that. Gex, you can get up there. You've done it many times. Behave. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, this is the part where, as a kid, I could not work out for the life of me what to do. You do a karate kick over the other vent, not that one. It's hard to even see this was a vent. Again, I couldn't see the clouds. And it levitates you. It never adequately tells you that's a thing. There's only 3 of you, right? No, there's 5. Horrible. I have to do more. What are you doing up there, bird? Could I have made that jump? Weird. I have beansed it. I understand now. I need to jump on this one. Was kind of hoping to hit that guy. Oh! Just. How many of those are there? Who am I freezing? I don't see any skeletons. Ah! Gex, why? Why won't you just get on there? What's my man doing? Oh, for fuck's sake, Gex. I need the camera to be less wiggly. And the jump to be more extant. Go. Activate. Use pillar. Gex, stop wiggling. Just get on there. That's it, right? 5? 5 of those? And now we go all the way back. Love it. Perfect. Just what we like to see. There is a shortcut back. Which I believe is here, but there was a checkpoint here, so I'm now worried. You need to stop saying that, Gex. It's no wonder you were banned from Twitter. Oh yeah, we're here. I'm sorry, Skeleton. I really just used the kick to get around and you keep getting in the way of it. Okay, cutscene time. Perfect.
My big, strong Gexy has done it again. Love those bulging biceps.
These biceps are just the beginning, my fair maiden. Speaking of bulging, did I just say that out loud?
Yep, I'm afraid you did.
Awful. Just awful. I didn't mean to cut Gex off at the end. I do mean to be respectfully silent for the cutscenes. The highlights of my life are when Gex flirts with a human female. So y'all like the animes, right? Are we allowed anime yet? We're allowed anime. Okay, this is gonna be just like all the animes that you like, so you're gonna love this level. We are at some point gonna have to go back and get some more of the things. It's just that those levels are kind of a lot, and I don't want to go to them in a row.
The missions just keep getting weirder.
Look, he's an anime. He's an anime person. It's all your favorite anime. It's Roxas. It looks just like him. Gex flying with a human was inspiration for Morgana the cat. Gex, how have you entered the void? Flying with a human in Persona 5, the worst part of Persona 5, absolutely. I'm sure Persona, I haven't seen anything about Persona, I don't know nothing about Persona, but I'm sure it takes a lot of inspiration from Gex. What game doesn't? Oh.
These titanium underpants really pinch.
He talks about his underpants in like half the clips in this level.
Shoulder pads. How aching.
All roads lead to Gex.
I feel a little overdressed.
It's Gex all the way down, I'm sorry. Can I do a big old kick up there? That'll do it. Yeah, that's fair. Animes do be like that.
Here comes the business end of my book.
One robot.
Watch me use my tail to kick your butt.
I have a strategy for these robots. You might notice. The trick is you got really close to them and then you press square a lot of times. Now you too can be good at Gex.
Metal flooring, so easy to keep clean.
How are you saying that underwater, Gex? How are you talking underwater? Again, I don't think the air meter is going down, but it does worry me that the water effect is still on the screen. And the air meter is still visible while the cutscene plays. I don't trust Gex to not drown me while I'm watching a cutscene. Gex would definitely do that. Oh. Game, I need the camera to turn around. We got there in the end. Well, there's one. And the other one's probably over there. Seems fair to assume. These enemies don't really work. They kind of shoot at a height where Gex isn't, and then you just walk up and hit them. If they're like aimed down because Gex is very small, they might be more dangerous. It's possible. They have a soul attack too, but it doesn't hit like directly in front of them, like with the bears. So you just stand there and you're fine. Nothing quite works. Everything's just a little bit wrong. Except for Gex, which is maximum wrong. Gex himself.
Lock and load.
There's my big, strong transformer.
Just call me Gex the robot butt kicker. Hey, looks like I'm out of disguises. Now what?
Now you get rid of Rez and save me for a change.
I think that means we can fight the boss.
Lock and load.
Important question. When is Gex going to answer it? Do we want to do a 100% run at Gex? By 100%, I mean not quite 100% because I refuse to get all the fly coins. I was going to say stars. Fly coin remotes, but we could do all the objectives.
These titanium underpants really pinch.
Okay, now somehow last time when I tried to touch this, I entered the void.
Shoulder pads. How 80s.
Again, these enemies are really not very threatening and have a really bad habit of just getting stuck on the floor on perfectly flat surfaces. That's all. And it does that, like, that will happen every time you play this game. They will get stuck in exactly the same way. Yeah, they're walking in place. They're trying to get to you in the cat because they're dumb and don't work. Oh. Normally you don't get hit to actually see him karate kick the grenades out of the air. Oh hey, are they gonna move and let me on? Because it was so hard to get past them. I'm glad they're respectfully letting me through now.
Ooh, it's also shiny and clean.
We should all get Gex tattoos. Everyone should have a Gex tattoo. Hi guys, how you doing? Oh, there's another one. Still can't get on the lift.
This place reeks of feng shui. Or is it my underpants?
Or is it my underpants?
Ooh, it's also shiny and clean.
I guess he is.
You'd be that Bond chap, hands down.
Gex is slightly less creepy than James Bond. James Bond is a bad man. I watched a few Bonds recently. And geckos don't normally live long enough to develop the kind of age difference that Bond is normally looking for. That's true. Why as a society do we tolerate James Bond and not Gex?
Hunting we will go.
Not Haiti. One more anime. Then we might do another beanstalk.
I transform into a lettuce spinner.
Okay. Might have recovered enough to do with that. The fact that he did the accent so bad kind of potentially saves him from.
I'm a futuristic motorbike.
I mean, he's already cancelled on Twitter, but he put so little effort into it that I wasn't sure he was actually trying to do an accent. Is this how? I think we have to kill all the ladies who come out of the wall. You have to hit them 3 times for them to fall down, and then you have to hit them again for them to explode. It doesn't count unless they've exploded, and there's definitely at least some sections where you have to kill them. Although I could just keep running and check. Yeah, door no open. Door open now? Door no open. This lady who's standing completely still is obviously... We need to murder her. I want a Gex. We need a Gex movie. Sonic has a movie. Ratchet and Clank has a movie. Where's Gex movie? Sonic has 2 movies. Mario is Chris Pratt now. When is Square gonna release Gex the movie? Again, combat is mostly just a test of, do you have thumbs? Can you reach the square button? It's this guy again. Hope you weren't 3 times the size of normal Gex for that room, because you would have eaten those rockets unless you tried to dodge in somewhere. Oh.
Very minimalist. I like it.
I don't know why I'm picking up the fly coins. I don't need them. I kind of enjoy that I don't have to worry about fly coins in this run. Because normally I keep picking them up for no reason and sometimes try and get the fly coin stars. I said stars again. What could I possibly be referring to? We should do Mario 64. I'll get a 64 emulator and be the worst fucking Mario 64 player ever in the history of Twitch. Do I just break this? Okay. There's like 1,000 Mario 64 speedrunners and then just one idiot who like keeps forgetting what the buttons do. Or is it my underpants? Important question. Didn't really want the bonus coin, but it was in the spot where you sent to kill those. Ah, I could do 64 DS because my DS is broken. That's a good point. No one would know I'm just bad. You've said that, Kex. I'm sure this is shocking to you, but you have said that already. Door? Exactly the wrong way. As usual. Where did door? Who's door? These lifts are fun. I just complimented the game. There's fun lifts in this level. Where is the door? How did I get into this room? Oh, it's probably down here, isn't it?
Always wondered what it was like behind the scenes at Alton Tower.
I've only seen the first Deadpool movie. People like him though. Do you think it'd be a big hit? When is Tony Stark gonna invite Gex to the Avengers? When is that gonna happen? Wrong way again? Perfect.
Lock and load.
Anime level complete. It's just a let's play. They just released like a Darkside Phil let's play of Gex. Let's beat the boss while we're here.
It's payback time.
It's payback time. Lizard of Oz knows what he's done. I think we just run around for a bit until some cannons appear and then we shoot him with the cannons, is how we do this fight. Do I have to deflect these, or...? No, we're just running. You are still immortal while you're on a cannon? You can fight the spiders if you want. It's not required, because they can't touch you while you're on a cannon, which is the only time you have to stand still. Oh yeah, these ones take 2 hits! Unlike all the other ones in the game. I think it spawns 2 every time a cannon appears, but if there's already 2 out, it doesn't, so... You know. What a shame. You did say that. 10 Gex is here. This is... You manifested this? Why have you done this, Tren? How could you? Tren, did you make Gex? Tren, are you Gex? Deep undercover in my chat right now. It's gonna be the one on the left because it's just going in order. It's not random. Oh, hey. Good guess.
Excuse me, but your brain is showing.
Spot spiders that can never get to me.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Just call me the wizard.
Can I call you Toto?
Call me anything as long as you call me.
Just funny Gex jokes. Just fun Gex humor that we love. Now then, that beanstalk. I like games where you have like a weird move you can do to just go really fast. I like how it's not like, I wonder if this is faster or not. It's just the karate kick is like 3 times the speed of walking. If not more. I like in Ratchet and Clank you have a... I really like the Ratchet and Clank games. The first... Well, second and third ones in particular. You get a jetpack that you can very quickly crouch while running and then jump, and it's kind of similar to Gex. They're really a lot of Gex influence. Okay, see you, Trent. That does sound important. I'm glad you got your remote though. Okay, we're back in the place to test genetically modified crops. We have to try and avoid saying, this is where they test genetically modified crops, or... It's so green and pleasant it's making me nervous, just for our own sanity. We also have to try and avoid falling down, because that's going to make it all take longer. Ratchet and Clank by a mile. My favourite Jak and Daxter is the first one. I don't really like Jak 2 at all. I liked when they were just doing silly platforming stuff, and even then, not as good as Ratchet and Clank. Nowhere near. There's such a gulf in... There's such a gap in quality between Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter. Wildly better. That's fine. I don't know what happened, but it's fine.
It's so green and pleasant.
Okay, you know what? I wanted to go down anyway, because I activated the thing, didn't I? So, a few points. There's things you can look at, where if you stand on this X and then you look at them... There's things you can hit that make one of those appear at the bottom. New Ratchet and Clank games are okay. I don't know if they'll inspire more Gex. I mean, how well have they done? Does Squire want a piece of that money? They have a platforming mascot just waiting in the wings. I have to jump over the candlesticks. There's 3 of those. I always find 2 and then can't find the third one, so it'd be a good thing if I found the third one. I'm not sure if that's the quick one on this level. But I always miss one, so, you know, it's not quick for me. It's not quick if you miss them. That's the one we got, right? Imagine new Ratchet and Clank game. Instead of female Lombax called Rivet, they reveal Gex. There was a lady Ratchet in the, the new one. I played that on my brother's PS5. And he kept walking in and being like, "Look at them graphics," and I was like, "Yeah, it's the sure are graphics in this video game." I'm not. I'm very hard to impress with graphics. This is all I need for graphics. This looks fine. This is beautiful. We love this.
It's making me nervous.
So green and pleasant. We almost failed, but we only said half of it. So as long as we don't say the back half, we're still.
This is where they test genetically modified crops.
It's tempting because I feel like I know what he's gonna say, so I feel the need to join in. I don't know how I can predict what Gex might be saying, but I feel like I can. Maybe I've just played a lot of Gex.
Let's get it on. It's so green and pleasant. It's making me nervous.
So green and pleasant. Ah! Wait, I didn't say the other half still. I don't know. I've said the first half twice. Does that count? It just says it a lot is the thing.
This is where they test genetically modified crops.
I will probably play Dwarf Fortress at some point. I was playing the ASCII version a little bit. I played a tiny bit with Gex. Yeah, with Gex. Me and Gex just hanging out playing Dwarf Fortress. With Kesh. We were trying to work out how to do anything. I managed to dig a hole and put dwarves in the hole. No, trains, Gex. Cash is cash. I missed one of the candles again. It might have been the one that I looked at and said, have I already got that one? I might not have already got that one. It's fine, we're at the top, so we can get a remote anyway. Just need the camera to catch up with me. There we are. I went the wrong way again.
Hunting we will go.
Am I okay? I keep accidentally doing Gexisms. I'm not sure. I've played a lot of Gex today. I jumped on it and missed, and then I jumped and missed again, and that gave me long enough to be like, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to go back in this level?
Lock and load.
We're gonna find that fucking candle. Look, if we can get to the top, we can just glide all the way down, and we'll definitely find it. So, one way or another, we got this. Enjoy.
Sign says
Investing in beans is good advice. The bean economy is doing great. Because I took away all the things you can spend beans on, so it's just going up and up. Now, somewhere quite low down, there is that one bit. Yeah, here. Are there any candles over here? If I were a candle, I'd hide here. There would never be a candle here. Who would put a candle on a tree? Are you being ridiculous? Do you even think before you speak? Thanks for planting that bean now. Did I get that paw coin? Apparently Gex doesn't want that paw coin. You can't do anything if you press jump again while you're in the air to do the tail bounce. You're going straight down if you do the tail bounce. There's nothing you can do about it. You're locked in once you've... One does not simply start a tail bounce and not finish it. No, Gex, those are for not spending. They're not for eating. Hey, it counted! Okay, the fire goes out if you've got them. So if I see another one and there's fire on it, it's definitely not the same one. Fuck, I thought that were it. Ah! There it is!
It's so green and pleasant, it's making me nervous.
Perfect. One candle remains. And it's one we found last time. Because I'm pretty sure that was the one we missed.
This is where they test genetically modified crops.
Here we in this place where I'm assured. Yeah.
It's so green.
Chemically altered vegetables are created.
This is where they test genetically modified
You have to
crops.
stop, Gex. You gotta
Teeth trumpets all
gotta
round.
cool it. That looks like it's at the bottom, but I'm scared.
This is where they test genetically modified crops.
I have 100%ed Gex before. Well, I didn't get the fly coins because they're pointless and stupid. I just don't have the time to go around getting 100 fly coins on every level. I only have 97. Where are the last 3? Did I hit every penguin in the whole level? Or is there still a penguin running around with a single fly coin? Where should we go next? I really don't wanna... It's fine, we're here now. Oof, collect 3 golden apples. You're telling me I need but 3 golden apples? It's another one of those levels where you have to do like every part of the level every time you come in. Also, it's got a lot of timers, and I hate timers. I pass 3 golden apples on my way to work every morning. This is easy. There's no difficulty here. I feel like there's probably a way to jump up the part you're supposed to come down, but I don't know it. It seems like there would be. It seems like that kind of a video game. We don't have to do anything regarding this place, but we do have to freeze the skeleton. One time. Only the once, though. We know exactly where we're going. I'm sorry, skeleton. It won't let me jump on you unless you froze them. Why is there a checkpoint here 1 second into the level? Like, there's 2 jumps before that. Oh, right, I have to break these real quick. I think the being strong Gex does mean your attacks have more knockback, which makes it a lot easier to knock the little guys off the edge. But you just stomp on them, it's fine. Or just ignore them. They're not fast. It's just annoying when you're a baby and there's an enemy you can't kill. And you really wanna. The transition there kind of threw me off. Wasn't entirely sure where I was, gonna be honest. Okay, next one.
Okay, seen the ruins. Now where's the beach?
Well, almost, but it didn't look like I was ever gonna make it. Do you have to jump at like the last second, or do I jump early, or what's the timing on this move you've just invented, game? Okay, I've annoyed the bird. Does that help in any way? Is this a good thing? I don't think.
Welcome to the Sultan of Brunei's bathroom.
I think I didn't need to annoy the bird. I just wanted to do it because it was there.
Most of this is in the British Museum.
Little far, Gex. Just a little bit too far. Maybe you don't need to karate kick for this one.
It's Spartan, but nice.
Just a little worried that it'll fall. That one doesn't need a karate kick. This is fine. This is fine. Although I bet you could karate kick perfectly to that middle one if you're really good. Go away, bird. If we don't eat the fly, it will act as a point of armor for Gex, absorbing the next hit. Bird percent requires you to annoy all birds. Excellent. We'll pivot to a bird percent run. Go.
This place is totally 80s. Check out my
I'm an idiot and I've failed.
Where's that Prince Nassim then?
Hang on. Whoops. Apparently if you hit one of the checkpoints, it eats your fly. Didn't know that. So now we have to deal with more timer noise.
Nice, not wearing underpants for a change.
Gex, please.
I'm taking this outfit home for later.
Okay, I can't jump there. How do I get up there? Is it you? No, Gex, you have to hit him.
I need a package.
Gex!
Bars once. Great pedolas.
Why? Traitor. I don't believe Gex would do this. How do I get to there? Well, that was my attempt to do a really tight karate kick. This level is ass. Is this the ice one? No, this is an extra life. The ice one's way back over there. On the middle platform, I think? I don't want to go all the way back. I just don't wanna. I just can't right now. I'm sorry, Gex. We have to move forward. Go away, Skellen. Unless... No, you can't jump to that part of the tree. That part of the tree is forbidden. Who would ever even think to jump to that part of the tree?
Welcome to the Sultan of
Do you think I could get round from over there? I don't think I could. And this skeleton keeps spawning and annoying me. Why is there this nubbin here? Why is Gex like this? I'm sorry, I'm shouting at Gex.
Most of this is in the British Museum.
There's just this impenetrable anti-Gex wall. I'm gonna check back over there one time.
This place is totally 80s.
I'm sorry, Gex. You're very horrible, Gex. Thought that would work. Don't know why. If I jump from here... This wall is Twitter. Gex is banned. Hey, we can't work out how to get up there. It's fine. This level's ass. It was made by bad people to annoy me specifically. I thought I could fake it out. Who? I don't want to push that. I just want to jump across.
Feels nice not wearing underpants for a change.
Gex, where do you go? Is there like a place you go? Of course. Totally knew I'd make that. Didn't all think Gex was doomed.
I am the viper and I've come to wipe your window.
Horrible. Better fucking make that jump, Gex. Fuck off, Gex! Well, I think 100% run is out the window because I hit this level too much.
Okay, seen the ruins. Now where's the beach?
Game, I don't want to move the thing. I don't wanna. Go away, tiny man. I'm sad. Why? Oh, because he probably said he thought he saw a snake. Gex, there's no snake here. This man is not a snake. I'm gonna move the thing. 'Cause the jump is silly. I'm not. It's too far back. I'll just try one more time and then exit the level if I fall down.
It's Spartan, but nice.
This level's too bad.
Welcome to the sub.
Good jump, Gex. Gex is an am snake. This level is unplayable. I did the beanstalk level and I just don't want nothing to do with this one. Every part of it is maximum ass. Too many timers and backtracking. An annoying little man who stab you with swords. There are only 2 levels in Funky Town, though. Where's Funky Town? Is Funky Town on the 2nd floor? Anyone know where Funky Town is? Do you know how I get to Funky Town from here? There are 2 levels in Funky Town. Both of them are pretty ass.
Why do I get the feeling you're measuring me?
Why do I think I'd be able to go up there? I don't know why these crits are Canadian. Not secret. That's not what we want. We don't want secret.
Lock and load.
Now then.
Control the waterfront and you control the rest of the hull.
Didn't really hear his bit there because the crate was too loud. Something about Hull? It's taking over Hull. So, remember the machine guns from earlier? And how they were... Gex could project hit scan bullets at things. These enemies shoot hit scan bullets at Gex. Gex doesn't really have a means of avoiding hit scan bullets. Gex is a small lizard. He can light human people on fire though, so that's fun. We're gonna burn the money just in case. Because I don't really know what thing we're gonna do here. By the way, this fucking tire spawning in when you're so close to it. It just looks like there's nothing there, but you have to just have faith. Those poor guys, they don't even understand what's happening to them. These guys are unreasonably mean. It should not be an enemy that fires hit scan projectiles at Gex. Where are my bullets? I mean, I guess we doing some damage back here, but there's like any trash can in the level probably has a guy in who will pop out and shoot you if you get near. There's just a lot of ways to get shot. Oh, I think we can go over here, and then hopefully we can even go back from there. Actually, I might have to replay the whole level if I go down there. Well, we get to find out because Gex decided not to grab that this time. Thank you for that, Gex. Where am I? That's a bad bin. I think it spawned in slightly sooner, or it was slightly shinier. I've played a lot of Gex. I need the rat to go away? I can't see. Camera is a physical object in Gex. Therefore, if there's not enough space for it to actually move behind you, nothing doing. Fuck. Just need to shoot the lock. No? What do you mean, no? Don't you tell me no. How is he hitting me? Stop. I need Gex in Smash Bros. I know so much trivia. I think this is a one-hit kill on anyone. It really gets them. Just being lit on fire. Just being immolated. Holy shit, okay, that time it worked. Where's the way up? Did I go past it? I think I went past it. It was kind of close. Is this health? I might need health. For the first time ever, I might die of lack of health rather than falling off something. You gonna grab this time, Gex? Thanks, Gex. Love to see it. Anyway, we can get back pretty quickly now that we've been through that ordeal, so... I guess it's worth trying again. There we go. He didn't do anything, game. He was in hit stun. Game, why does it hurt me to hurt him? I'm very confused. Whoa! Gex, why have you exploded? Gex, my friend, what happened? I didn't even know he was ill.
The name's Spade. Sam Spade.
It's fine. We know where more of the things are this time.
The name's Spade. Sam Spade.
I normally only try and do the last one in this, but I think this one might be faster if I can actually do it. Yeah, I get it, Gex. Your name is Sam Spade. It's funny because you're not actually Sam Spade. Oh my god, is he broken? Is he telling me to get under the waterfall? Okay, he's stopped now, I think. I hope. There we go. Is the money here? No, so it stayed burned. Excellent.
To think this used to be just fields and a giant beanstalk.
And they used to test genetically modified crops here, right here. Gex, grab the thing. Gex, grab the thing. Gex? Okay, I guess I'm not allowed to grab the thing unless those men are dead? They're not even doing anything, game. Why do I have to kill them? They're innocent. They're just standing there. Why must Gex murder? Yeah, it hurts you to hurt that man. I swear. I don't get it. Gex, you have failed to do a karate kick again. That'll do. I do think there's one more money though. It's down there somewhere. Forgot about him. He ambushed me this time. I need something to die. There we go. I also need the camera to turn. That's a good animation. Why do Gex go? I'm gonna try and light the bin guy on fire. It'll make everything a lot easier if he's dead. What? No, I'm hitting the wall! The game's slowing down. There's too many things aggressing me all at once. Hey! Apparently he was just about to come out. Go away, big man. It hurts me when I hit you. I don't want it. Why did I eat it? I just love the timer noise, I think. Is what it is. I can't see, so I don't know if he's gonna hit me as soon as I come out here. It's fine, he didn't.
Good.
Oh, that's weird. I bugged the timer. Am I in fire mode or not? I am, but I'm blue. I'm regular blue Gex.
Get me to a speakeasy.
I've never seen this. Fascinating. Oh, I was hoping it'd last forever. I don't know how to get to this last bit. Yeah, I was pretty sure you could shoot through the wall. I think that's all the money. Or I thought it was.
I'm doing a reconstruction for Crab Watch.
You'd think something would have happened if I'd got all of it. Is it over here? There's one. Better be a fucking fire thingy. There's actually not, is there? Unbelievable.
I'm a sucker for bugs.
Is this the start of the level? Why wouldn't they put one here? I'm mad as hell. It's fine. I'll be back with fire. I'm not even messing around. The door's open. The machine gun guy's gone. I don't want to be near you anymore. Hey, I thought this would be faster than the other way, so I did this. What? Don't go past the... Remember to bring this guy. You're gonna need him.
Seedy indeedy. Get me to a speakeasy.
This way, right? We good? We good? We got them all? Last one? 5?
You certainly are.
Not there! Game! There's one right in front of me! Horrible. Well, okay, that's fine. Love that.
This used to be just fields and a giant beanstalk.
Oh my god. Gex, if you die, I am going to cry.
Boy, you just blow up at the slightest thing.
You're not allowed to be murdered by these large men. It's just not what we're going for right now. You can get murdered on your own time. That guy hit me every time I walked past him. Just by, like, being in the way and getting hit by a karate kick, he hurt me, or just... It's hard to get him to detach from those. Don't know if you saw that, but he went back on it. I had to tell him to get off again. I caught it. I've seen Gex's tricks. I don't know what this jackass is about.
We will go.
What would we do if Gex died? Can't even imagine.
I really worked up an appetite watching you during that last mission. Let's find a little Italian joint and stare at each other over a plate of rigatoni.
Forget about it.
Thank you, Gex. How many things have we got? 27. 27 things.
It's payback time.
27, you said. I think we need 30. I don't know nothing about no root beer barrels, but we can save Kuss from the mob. That's what that one is, huh? Cool. You know what? This mission's still better than the fucking Grease one.
The name's Spade.
The myth one is so bad. Such a monumentally bad level.
The name's Spade. Sam.
Oh my god, not again. You're not allowed to do this again. Gex, you can't be Sam Spade. Fuck, I was hoping he'd walk into it. His gun's better than mine. Whoa! How did I do that? I wish I knew how to do that.
When it absolutely positively had to be there on time.
Learning new Gex moves. Okay, we have to shoot these guys, although zipline doesn't work, as far as I'm aware. Are you okay? You look less injured than I'd hoped. Also, they make Gex noises, Gex hit sounds when they get hit. Those are for me. Those are so I know I've been hit. Get out of here. That's my noise. That's what I do when I get shot. Gexing all over the place. Just as the prophecy said. Hey, it's one of those barrels. Come on. Yeah! Thought there was, yeah, there are two here. There we go. Pretty sure I need this. Now, normally I just run past those guys, and then this is really annoying. We kind of... I probably should drop down. Because it's horrifying down there. There's drowning men. Oh, well, there we go. Yeah, there's this going on down here? They can't really reach, but they're trying. You know, they couldn't make Gex nowadays. It's just not political correct. It's the only reason. Fuck off, Gex! It's fine. He's too raw, his Gex. He's too masculine.
Hero Dingy.
People don't want to see Gexes nowadays. The one the soy lattes. Do you reckon I could just skip the jumps and go up there? It's too dangerous.
They need better street lighting.
One day I will make this jump. I've been trying to have as bad Gex techs as I can think of in the moment. This Gex run.
Get me to a speakeasy. I'm doing a reconstruction for Crab Watch.
Oh, he's really going. That Gex lad is doing all of his best jokes. Yeah, you just jump for the middle, you fool.
It's
What were you
Hero
doing?
Dingy.
Why were I doing it bad? For so long. No! I am going to... I'm gonna become the Joker. Why is this so hard? Why is this the hard jump? On the second to last level? I was not prepared.
They need better street lighting.
Gex's single hard jump. Okay, we got this. No, Gex, you could have grabbed there. I've seen you grab exactly there. And now you've lost your little fly, so you have to get a new one. I want to catch a GDQ and I just start talking about how Gex is too masculine for today's audiences, and the one... Everyone else is just like... very quiet. Just... Oh, yeah, definitely. This is the run. Gex has this. Every time we fall, it teaches us to get up again. Batman's granddad taught me that.
They need better street lighting around here.
Oh! There we go. We saved Cuz. If that rat, it's okay. The rat's stuck on the floor. We saved Cuz. Everyone's favorite character, Cuz. He's safe. Don't worry about Cuz anymore. We got him.
I'm doing a reconstruction to craft.
You know Cuz. I know Cuz. Cuz is safe. Yeah, you can do some donations. I'm just gonna keep falling off this box. If we need 30, we are very close though. I'm gonna learn to speedrun this one day. I keep saying that and then not doing it, but one day I'm gonna bother. Maybe I shouldn't. I just don't want to, you know, use up the enjoyment I can get from Gex. You don't want to have too much of a good thing. You don't want to Gex yourself out. Disgusting. I wish I'd never used the term Gex yourself out. Where am I going? No idea. $100 donation from Gex. What did right wingers say that like children's cartoons aren't hot enough anymore?
X-ray vision sounds promising.
Gex, you're horrible. There's a cat over there. Gex has murdered a cat. He did it on purpose. You have to shoot those. Also, this timer, I'm convinced, is this long just so you have to listen to the thing for longer. You don't need it anymore. Just a minute of ticking. Why not? Where is floor? Floor is mostly present. We do want there to be floor underneath us when we get down is what we're kind of concerned about. Ooh. Cat? Go away. I just killed another cat. Gex needs to be stopped. Whoa. Camera just got caught on the wall there. It scared me. Sorry.
Never made it through the gladiator auditions, eh?
Where is lift?
I feel like I'm in West Side Story.
Well, this is as high as it goes, right? So we're good to just jump. Heck. Shit. Fuck. I missed one. This is fine. Do you reckon I can karate kick it? If I get there in time. Which is looking kind of doubtful. I can't see either. Okay.
It's a mean, heartless
The camera doesn't like this plan, but we're gonna give it a go because I don't want to go all the way back and get another minute-and-a-half timer for no reason. What afterlife does Gex believe in? Powerful question. Gex is definitely sinned enough that he would be going to hell. So I don't... What form of spirituality is there that would accept a Gex? Ah! Fuck off! Camera turned. Okay, we're gonna actually go back. It's gonna take forever, but I just need... Like, this is not built with the Karate Kick plan in mind. I'm just gonna kill myself, fuck it. Scientologist! Gex could be a Scientologist. It's quicker than walking all the way back. Wait, I thought I'd hit all of them. There's only 3. I definitely shot 3. Maybe one just decided I hadn't shot it. That one's definitely moving. 2 is definitely moving. 3 is definitely moving. Let's go. Didn't expect that, because I didn't know he could climb that wall. Turns out Gex can climb that wall. This just in. He's definitely a Scientologist. Just very correct. It's not even a joke. Gex, stop! Stop going on the walls! Gex, we need to walk on the floor. Can we walk on the floor like a normal person? I swear to God, how did we get here, Gex? How did we get down here? Stop Gexing the walls. Stop Gexing up the joint. If any of these is not moving now, I am gonna cry. Okay, they're all definitely moving. Up to and especially the last one. The camera's so bad in that section. That's all we needed to do. Which means... a little quicker than walking all the way back. Although you can land on the cat platform. Sometimes when I yeet myself up into the void, I land there, and that's also acceptable. Taking damage to save time, Tran.
I'm back. Did you miss me terribly?
Maybe a little. By the way, am I rescued yet?
Well, I'm still working on that.
Well, call me back when I'm about to be saved.
Yeah, sure.
Now then. I believe that's 29.
Lock and load.
We do have to do another one on this level, and they are all the other ones are longer. That one's very quick if all the things move when they're supposed to. This one's kinda a large level. We do have to make this jump over here, which is surprisingly difficult just because the camera's moving while you're doing it. I'm not sure if it has to be a Karate Kick, actually. Maybe I'm making it harder than it needs to be. We're going to shoot them, and then we're going to look back at them to make sure they're moving. 3 moving things. Love to see it. This way's easier.
I'm in West Side Story.
I just don't like when he climbs. It's bad. It's very hard to control. Gex is not the easiest to control. He's got some wiggliness to him.
Body blow.
Poor cat receiving these body blows. This is just the camera you have for this section. Cool. Yep, got the cats. That's fine. We're not doing that one though. Is there things down here? Do you suppose there's flora?
place, but they do great coffee.
It's just that easy. Gex is a cryptid. Oh. Nice! Good. Love it. Oh, it's another one of these. There's one somewhere that makes you into like a bird guy forever. And then you can fly. So that's handy. Why is the camera turning? Stop. This is fine, we got this. Go away.
Hasta la vista, baby.
That's what I said.
Runcorn's changed since I was last here.
I think last time, I feel like I'm in West Side Story, got a lot of what is Gex talking about from Legis. Go away. What are you doing? Do you reckon I could get up there? From that? It looks plausible, right? If I climb over to the bit where it just stops for no reason, is that actually where I go? Who is this guy? Why is he like this? What bad guy? I'm going over there. I don't know if it's right or not. I'm just doing it. That's what heroes do. They use their intuition. I'm role-playing as Gex. Please never roleplay as Gex. Well, we can see the bomber lad over there. Down there's where I came from. Somewhere you'd think there'd be a... You know, one of those things that you use to break the things. The break things. There'd be one of those so I could break the things, you'd think. But consider the following. What if... No. Oh, okay. Here we go. Right, we want to jump over there. Want to become big lad? Excellent, just what we wanted. Now we can do a thing. Presumably. Why was I... Oh, right, is this the boss fight? He's Santa. He's evil Santa. Oh, actually. You have to aim, kind of. And then his head grows. Ah! Okay, I despawned the bomb when the camera decided to randomly swing 90 degrees. So that's fine. He does keep doing that every few seconds. It just goes one way or the other, 90 degrees.
It appears that I taught you well, sir.
The boss man is dead. But where? Oh. Well, that's happening. That guy's got better bombs than the mad bomb I had. I need him to stop. I can't see where any floor is. What the fuck? Okay.
The city is a jungle, but a square one with no plans.
Is it down here? It's down here. And I need the camera to catch up, and then we can do a little hop over there.
Top of the world.
There's no gap there, right? There was a gap. Of course there was a gap. It's fine, I know Gex's tricks.
Hunting we will go.
There is no analog stick movement in Gex. It is D-pad. We use D-pad here. It was PS1 before all the controllers had analog sticks on them. Pre-Ape Escape. It's just Gex doing Gex stuff. The camera just gets bored and wants to see the world. So sometimes it just does a turn. Wouldn't you? Can any of us say we do different? No, this is where I go. That's the last level. How many paw coins have I got? I could probably just wibble around and get a couple more if I'm very close to 3 health. And I am. Oh, I can just get that one that is showed in the cutscene. If I can get up, considering I have to do it from this camera angle. It keeps walking through it. And I'm finding it very distressing. Is this right? It seems incorrect. Oh, that was not on the same plane as I was. There it is. Okay, we have 7 health. Which way does Gex turn? The camera just swings. It could go either way, I think. It just gets bored or distracted. It sees... Oh, big yawn. It sees something like really interesting out of its peripheral vision and just has to look at that.
Sir, the space station's airlock is open by turning off the 3 generators.
This level is horrible, by the way. If we fall, we'll die instantly. That should not be surprising. By this point. Gex will be lost in space. Technically, that's the good ending, you could argue. This thing goes round.
One small step for Gecko.
I think there's like 3 of these? I can't remember. No, there is. This level takes forever and you can like fall off at any time and have to restart. Which is probably gonna happen, let's be honest. I've not been doing great with the not falling off aspect of the game. You do have the jetpack, which is lovely. Okay, so we've done blue. Remember, we've done blue. In case I forget. Blue, cross that bad boy off the list. Red. It's very annoying getting down, because the camera will not turn to face the way you're going. Like I said, the camera is the problem here.
Sir, the space station's airlock is open by turning off the 3 generators.
I don't know how they expected you to do this bit without being able to see. You just have to have well-honed Gex instincts by this point in the game. You need to see without seeing. You need to echolocate. I tried to swing him to the side to like maximize the chance that he'd land somewhere where there was a platform, but it didn't work. He like clipped to the very edge and bounced off. Game, I need to be able to move the camera. Look, game. Come on. We have to do this 3 times without dying. Without camera control for the coming down sections.
It's a dirty job, but someone has to do it.
I've got an idea.
So much for satellite TV.
Camera, 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 camera. Perfect. That's how we do it. Once you get far enough out, it lets you take control of the camera. I think it's a bug that it lets you regain control of the camera. The intended experience is for you to jump blindly into the abyss and die 8 out of 10 times. Probably. We've done blue and green. Turn the camera, please, Gex. You have to get really far away before it lets you turn the camera. Probably. Never thought anyone would get this far in Gex.
Oh, suddenly have a problem.
Oh, well done, sir.
Just a few annoying jumps. And then we're into the last boss. I remember this being really hard. So, fair warning. Gex, why are you so chunky? Shoot. Okay, what are you doing, Raz? Okay, that one's the slow one. Ah! What happened? That's fine, we didn't have full health that run anyway. Gex just dropped through the floor. You hate to see it.
Let go with anything.
Gex, please. I don't know why you're not doing your correct kick. I need you to behave. Okay. This one comes slow. And also hits you if you dodge it. This is Paul Star. Yeah, that one just hits you. Okay. Very focused right now. That just hits you. I almost went off the edge and I jumped to arrest my momentum. Look, I don't know what happens when you run out of lives in Gex, but we're gonna quickly just drop a save state just in case. Wouldn't want for Gex to remain uncompleted. Wouldn't want to have to come back to Gex.
is gonna cost.
This time we're gonna work out. Wait, I've got a plan. Well, no, not that one. The plan. No? Really? Then how do you dodge it, Kim? Is there a way to dodge it? Maybe he just hits you. Maybe you just have to take it. The other two you just jump when he's about to hit. That one's not dodgeable. Okay, 2 hits. One more. Extremely focused right now. One life, 1 hit point. Rez is destroyed.
And then, after he showed me his entire collection of Star Trek bloopers, he asked me to marry him.
Don't marry this horrible lizard.
That's my dad. Good thing I got you out of there when I did. Now back to you and me.
Are you there, sir?
Alfred, not now.
There seems to be an emergency, sir. The
You're not actually clicking it.
Alfred, I can't hear you. The signal seems to be breaking up. As I was saying, extra, my love. It's tail time.
Horrible.
Come here, you silly gecko.
Awful.
Oh, Gex.
Disgusting. They just can't make Gex these days. Look, we didn't watch. There was a tasteful fade to black. It was just we know what Gex has done. Oof. So that's the entirety of Gex 3. I've played that through a couple of times on the channel. Maybe next time we'll do Gex 2. That one has Mushu Park in it, but it's very bad. Whereas this is a great game. Maybe sometime we're just gonna sit down and commit to a fucking 100% run. That'd probably take like... Jesus, I don't know how long the myth level would take to even figure out what he wants me to do. Please do not. Gex is a bad man. All of these names on the screen are my enemies. Horrible people. How did Gex lose his leg? Billy Mitchell! No wonder this game sucks ass! I mean, just pretended to play it. I just said, yeah, I got the high score. I got the Gex high score. Standing on Jules, also Dana Gould, a bad man who we do not approve of in any way. Billy fucking Mitchell. The King of Kong himself. Unbelievable. Billy Mitchell cheated all his high scores. That makes sense. That'd be a way Gex could lose his leg. He's a very small. I mean, he does fight a lot of bears though. The trick is you stand right in front of them and they swing over your head. Gex would know that. I mean, maybe that's how he learned. Do you want to know something fun about Gex? This is why I like to play in one sitting. Well, kind of. Part of why. It saved us. So the first bit is what area you're in, and the second bit is how many remotes. When you're starting a game, it saves in map, which is the first cutscene, and 0 because we had 0 remotes. There are no autosaves in Gex. This is a real game for real men. So I like my saves to all be map 0 saves. We did drop a save state, but I didn't load the save state. I think if Gex had died, I think Gex would be back at the start of the video game. We'd have just had to go another 3 hours. It'd been fine. We love to play Gex. Who doesn't love Gex? Anyway. Is there anyone else online? I'm kind of tempted to raid MDCT. I've been watching them a lot recently, and they're playing Dwarf. Kind of want to watch this lad play Dwarf. It's probably just going to be very chill. It's fine. I wasn't even worried. I was never worried. Let's go have a nice time with some dwarves, unless everything's horrible, which sometimes in Dwarf Fortress it is. Thank you for being here. Thank you for witnessing Gex. Someone has to. I'm very sorry about Gex. We'll miss you at Kingdom Hearts tomorrow, Trent. See you, Gex.